Okay, so new season, more Kha'zix. This game doesn't look good. We're back in bronze, just trying to fight our way back out of it again, and our team has gone in 100% AD. We're Leona, MF, Smolder, Nasus, Kha'zix. So I'm expecting the enemy team to build a lot of armor and just absolutely ruin us. We're also against a Nefari, who's basically a hard counter to Kha'zix because his little dogs mean that you never get isolation on him. So I am not looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be really bad. But we'll do what we do. We're starting on the Raptors here. It's nice. I mean, it'd be nice if didn't screw up the bloody clear, but here we are. I'm playing Conquerors this game, so I'm intending to brawl rather than play an assassin. The build path here is normally so we go profane first into then some kind of health based fighter item, so either spear if we don't have a lot of AD on the team, or black cleaver if we do have a lot of AD. And obviously our entire team is AD, so I'm going black cleaver second item to sort of try and play for the team and give them some kind of way to mitigate all of the armor that potentially is going to get built. Like there's an Ornn top as well, so he's just going to build straight health and armor and be a totally unkillable juggernaut, so we need something to be able to knock that off. So that's the plan anyway. So we're going profane to give us a little bit of, play, and also, importantly, deal with the Nefari dogs. Like what I want to be able to do is E into Nefari, profane, auto, W, get rid of all of the dogs, and then they should be isolated, and quite a lot of their abilities should be removed and stuff like that. So I'm actively trying to counterplay against the Nefari. My general pattern here is MR boots and then Frozen Heart. Gives us a whole bunch of armor, slows down attack speeds, and the thing that I only realized recently, it's actually got a shit ton of haste on it as well. So while it looks like a purely defensive item, it's actually a decent offensive item. We're going to see if we can find something on this Malzahar. This is low mana. We're going to jump in, see if we can get something. Smolder. I Q one of his little support things. Nefari comes in to try and help. Unsuccessful. But, made our presence felt. But our Raptors are already back up, so take the Raptors, yay. And we'll clear our top camps and look back. If I can get the club, I always forget what it's called, the big stick, lethality stick thing component to profane on the first back, that's always really good. It's about 1300 gold, 1350. 337. Yeah, okay. Somebody's having fun in the riot offices. I'm going to call it the elite stick from now on. So this is again something I'm trying to do more. It's like check on what the status of the lanes is, get an idea of where people are at. That bot lane looks like it It looks kind of interesting, but with MF heading with low health heading back to base, I'm not sure. I think this Leona should get out as well, because like she's not going to do anything. She eases in and then just gets murdered. I don't know. So we saw Malzahar early on looking to cover the top, and Nefari came from the top side, so we can be fairly confident Nefari was clearing bot to top, and so should now be on the top lane. But we actually find them on the them. Maybe it's collective. Them on the dragons. My bot comes to fight this. Enemy team clearly has a ward in this bush. Nefari is actually trapped. Jumps out and gets E'd from both people. Leona is doing God's work here, and we get a couple of cleanup kills, which is big. So we lost the dragon, lost the objective, but get a couple of cleanup kills, and I'm actually going to be able to come in here and clean up in the bot jungle as well. You don't get a lot of time when you get early kills. Nefari's here, so I'm just going to smite and leave. Goodbye. Good luck with that ward in your own jungle. Nefari is quite clearly looking to fight me this game. Like that was a very deliberate counter pick, and I think they know that they should have an advantage there and should win the 1v1s. But so I'm not going to engage, and I'm just going to let them dick around. This looks kind of promising. We might be able to get Sivir here. Low health. Leona is it the E or the W? I think it's the E, right? But she's landing the hooks today, which is nice. I want to fight on the grubs if we can. We'll pick up our cleaver. Pick up the cleaver. So we should now have some kind of defense against Nefari. If we get it engaged on, we can just cleaver the minions. I think I prematurely smite this here because I'm not actually gonna. I now don't have smite if I get engaged on. Nefari turns up, and I'm just gonna leave. We got a grub. We probably should have got two if I'd used my smite slightly more intelligently. But it's what it is. Importantly, we didn't give Nefari a free kill. We've got money for Hydra here. I want to come and make my presence known on this Ornn. I played a little bit of Ornn when I was thinking about top. And his big thing is he wants to stay in lane as long as he can. So I'm wondering if we can cut his health down enough that we force him out of lane. We got a flash, and I think we force him to back. And I think that's, while a kill would be nice, this is just as good. Oh, he actually stays in lane, so he's going to stay there low health.
An enemy has been slain.
Finish the Profane Hydra. Nefari goes top. See if we can find something on this Nasus. I feel like that's very optimistic. Nefari really going in the mid lane here. Nefari's dead, so we know her bottom jungle is up. Again, because she's clearing top to bottom, and we just saw her try and gank top, and then was walking back to middle, so we know this is all up. Dragon's up in 13 seconds. This Karma looks tempting if we're going to look to try and get in behind this bot lane here. But actually we see Nefari here. We've now got Profane, so we're just going to take all of his dogs away. Her dogs away, the dogs away. So again, we know mid lane is coming down. Leona goes down. We're just going to jump on Nefari and leave. MF is cooked. There's nothing I can do to help there. It looks like Malzahar is going to walk back towards mid, so I'm just going to see if I can hide in this bush and we pick him up. But he walks back towards the tower, which I didn't really understand. I guess he's just looking to push the wave. I W a minion, which is annoying, which means he still has a spell shield up, and we Q the spell shield. I'm still pushing this. He's got his ulti is still up, and we die because I'm an idiot. Anyway, we buy some MR boots. Hopefully that should be less problematic, and we're lining up Black Cleaver next. Again, the plan is get going, get Black Cleaver, stand in the fire, and try and knock off the armor that I'm expecting the enemy team to build, but at the moment it's only Ornn that really is doing that.
An enemy has been slain.
This is looking more promising on the Ornn. He's taking quite a lot of damage. We've got ult up. He's gone back in. Just dodge a stun. Use the ulti to slow. And free kill. Something's going on bottom. Clear our topside jungle. Ooh, quest. The thing that I've been feeling with this new, I think the quest gives bonus movement speed and experience, right? But it feels like they've actually removed experience or something. I sometimes, especially when I'm playing well, I feel like I should be more ahead in terms of levels. But often I will still be a level or two behind, like the 0 and 6 top laner somehow. This mid might be interesting if we can get to mid. We've just seen Nefari run top, so Dragon is almost certainly on. Our mid laner is back in though, but our bot's coming. I've only got one smite, so I don't want to smite this, but I do want to get this ward down. MF is asking for help, but obviously I was coming, right? That should have been clear. But maybe if you're not familiar with Kha'zix kit or something, you don't know he's got a leak. We're going to flash on the Sivir here. We'll use the ulti to slow. I mean, the objective's done. Everyone's low. We don't really need to Leroy back in here. Evolve order here is that we're going so Q initially, just to give us some clear speed, and then W for the slow.
Rampage.
That's my goal here. Be as objectively annoying as possible.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And just try and make Nefari's game completely unplayable. And the W is going to help us with that. It's got like a really good spread. It does more damage. Like if she's in a fight, I just want her to have no minions ever. I keep saying her. I should probably check. We'll go with they. Well, they. We'll not assume the gender of the wolf dog thing. So I know this is a small thing, but this is a thing that I'm actively trying to work on, is when there's a fight going on that I want to move towards, just ignore that E. Just whoops. When there's a fight that I want to move towards, I put the vision on it. I watch the fight and we track what abilities have gone and all that kind of stuff as I'm moving towards it. A lot of, and you go back and watch some of the videos from last year, you'll notice that a lot of the time when I'm moving towards a fight, like here, I will be focused on my character and not on the fight itself. MF tried to steal. That was a good effort. But maybe someone walks into us here. Malzahar goes in. As soon as he ults, like he's just going to stand there and do nothing. So we're gonna deal with that. We'll take out all of Nefari's stuff. Ornn obviously wants to chase here, and we're just gonna come in and help with that kill. But that's Profane and W evolve, right? Is just get rid of all of her creatures. None of her abilities work. All of her attack damage goes, and then we leave. I was having a little bit of a crisis of confidence as to what I was buying there. If I'd paid attention, I could have realised I could have bought a second cloth armor. So we completed our Black Cleaver, which is good. Still, the only person that appears to be building armor is Ornn. So maybe Black Cleaver was wrong. We find someone teleporting in here. We've just completed the Black Clover, so I have no problem just standing here and fighting this Ornn. He obviously doesn't want to participate in this, so we're going to leave. Maybe our Smolder gets caught, I don't know. Malzahar is trying to take the scuttle, but I have a smite and he doesn't, so it's only going to go one way. You're not a jungler, bro. Stick to farming the easy creeps. I mean, I say that. Scuttle is probably the easiest thing to kill. Like, it just walks around and doesn't attack you. Is my Leona cooked? I don't know. Anyway, Dragon's up in 30. I'm going to see if I can get some camps. Just skip our red here just to put our camps on cooldown. 15 seconds to the dragon, so I am going to be late for the dragon. And there's a fight in the mid lane. But I want to back and get this. Nefari's dead, so we should just be going straight for this dragon. It's free. Team? Free? Free dragon? Why are we pinging the top lane? Malzahar is doing Malzahar things. Bad flash. But kill secured. Ornn is here. We have a double ward. But my Leona's actually just going to clear it. My Leona is a baller. It's 1.4k now on the smite. Objective completed. Time to back out. Smolder doing some counter jungling, which is good. Team's fighting in the mid lane. Is there a tower up? No, there can't be. So, don't know what they're doing. I have no interest in this fight, really, unless it starts getting out of hand. But, like, nothing is going to be achieved here. I'll see if I can get in behind. So maybe this Nefari walks into us. Just get rid of that. We'll fight the Ornn. Obviously get ulted by everyone, but whatever. We win the team fight. I think if I'm not paying attention, at least someone on my team is. So we should get Rax here, right? At least one set Rax. 4th item is always a struggle on this build. I never quite know what to build. Still only Ornn and building armor, despite our team being 100% AD. Feels like a bit of an own goal, but it's what it is. Baron's up, but so's the whole of the enemy team. So while we probably could have done it, there's no need to risk it at all. Like,
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nasus is fighting enemy jungle. I think I read on Reddit a good comment is, right, someone was just saying, like, even if your team is doing something retarded, it can be worth just walking towards it, right? Like, should Nasus have been fighting in enemy jungle? Feels like no. But whatever. I think he picked up Nefari. MF should be able to cover off mid. We're going to go back and pick up the Frozen Heart. I was thinking Bastion Breaker here. Just because having a bit more split pushing pressure might be good. It also comes with a bunch of lethality and all that kind of stuff. But I don't really. I walked straight into that ultimate because, you know, I'm an idiot. Kill secured. My job there is just to hit Ornn and keep his armor down. Let Nasus do his thing. But I changed my mind here. And after that Ornn fight, it felt like I still want to do a bit more damage. And I I've forgotten what the name of this item is. But it gives a shield, but it also does max health damage. I don't know what the Malzahar was thinking here, but that was very clearly not on. But yeah, so it does max health and gives a bit of shield. So both of those things sort of line up with what I'm trying to do this game. Is just sit there and make myself an absolute nuisance of the Nefari and the Ornn. So Nefari has just used her dogs, her summoning dogs. So I'm just going to jump in here. They're all grouped up. And I'm just going to kill all the dogs. And then Nasus going to do Nasus things. And that's a sad dog. Just clear vision, pick up dragon. Nasus gets picked up, but it's possible that MF and I can find something if somebody walks into us like a real dumbass. Right on schedule. It's not really a lot to do. We could go back and we could clear our own jungle. But we find the fire again. I'm not sure if I get her dogs this time. Their dogs. But making our presence known. This time we get none of them. But yeah. Difficult to play, I guess. I'm not sure what this ulti was. Was that the tail end of an ult that I used before? I'm not sure. Karma's trying to help her team, but yeah, Nasus is on the Baron, so off we hop. We should have enough gold for the item whose name I've forgotten here. Hopefully, when I get back to base, my mouse will be on it for long enough for me to remember what the name is. Eclipse. Yeah, of course it's Eclipse, yes. But anyway, item complete. Now, Crisis of Confidence. I was just thinking Sundered Sky here. Again, the last item always difficult to figure out how I want to build this. It's because I'm ahead. Sometimes I go, well, actually I can just start stacking damage now because I'm ahead. But then if the game manages to go on for a little bit longer, then I feel like I can no longer stand in the fire. So I tend to, the tail end of these builds, sacrifice a bit more damage for health, just to make sure I can still be a nuisance, right? Like that's my job this game. Just be an absolute pain in the ass. I'm quite happy to fight the Ornn, but I do run straight into 2 ultimates. I managed to dodge the Ornn ult and then just flee. Flee for my life! Maybe I actually run a little bit too far here. But anyway, we get out. I'm just trying to get healthy here, but then I realised that I still have Baron buff, so rather than backing, I'm just going to push this lane out. And by the time we push this lane in, I should have full health, and we can get all the way back to base.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has
Boom, 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 boom. But my team is busily just taking everything in their base.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I think this was the right play. I think it turns out to be largely irrelevant because my team is just cleaning up. But I think this was right. MF just kills their entire team with one ultimate, and this game is over now, right?
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
But yeah, nice Brawler game. We're going to try and put some armor pen on it, but let's finish the game before the MF gets murdered. Anyway, fun game. Fun Brawler. Now, would that game have been a lot harder if anyone on the enemy team actually built some kind of armor resist? Some kind of... probably. Anyway, we're out of bronze 1. Hopefully into silver 4, which is my least favorite tier so far playing League. So that minimal damage. I think we knew that. Built largely tank items to be a nuisance, but I think I was a problem. But actually, my team played really well as well. Smolder crushed it. I thought Nasus played really well. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, team.